Early life and family background. Zhu Rongji was born on October 23, 1928, in Changsha, Hunan Province, Republic of China, into a family of intellectuals and wealthy landowners. His family traced its lineage back to Zhu Yuanzhang, the founding emperor of the Ming dynasty. Tragedy struck early. His father died before Zhu was born, and his mother passed away when he was 9 years old. He was subsequently raised by his uncle, Zhu Zufang, who funded his education despite the family's persecution during land reforms, including the destruction of their ancestral mansion. Zhu's family background as landowners would later contribute to his political challenges under the communist regime. Education. Zhu received his early education locally in Hunan before attending the prestigious Tsinghua University in Beijing, where he studied electrical engineering. During his time at Tsinghua, he emerged as a student leader and became involved in Communist Party activities. He graduated in 1951 and joined the Chinese Communist Party, CCP, in October 1949, coinciding with the founding of the People's Republic of China. Early career and political persecutions. Zhu's professional life began as a civil servant in the Northeast China Ministry of Industries, where he served as deputy head of the Production Planning Office. From 1952 to 1958, he worked at the State Planning Commission in various roles, including group head and deputy director. However, during the 1957 Hundred Flowers campaign, Zhu openly criticized Mao Zedong's economic policies, leading to his branding as a rightist in the subsequent anti-rightist campaign. He was expelled from the CCP in January 1958, demoted, and sent to a remote cadre school for re-education. In 1962, amid the aftermath of the Great Leap Forward famine, Zhu was partially pardoned and returned to work as an engineer at the National Economic Bureau under the State Planning Commission, though without full political rehabilitation. The Cultural Revolution brought further hardship. From 1970 to 1975, he was purged again and assigned to a May 7th cadre school for manual labor, including raising pigs and planting rice. These experiences of exile to rural northwestern China twice shaped his pragmatic approach to governance. Political rehabilitation and rise. Following Mao's death in 1976 and Deng Xiaoping's ascent, Zhu was rehabilitated and rejoined the CCP in 1978. He worked as an engineer in the Ministry of Petroleum Industry and later at the Chinese Academy of Social Sciences. By 1979, he joined the State Economic Commission, rising to vice minister from 1983 to 1987. F7620 in 1984, he became the founding dean of Tsinghua University's School of Economics and Management, a role he held for 17 years. In 1987, Zhu was appointed deputy party secretary of Shanghai, and by 1988, he became mayor, succeeding Jiang Zemin. As mayor, he spearheaded improvements in telecommunications, urban construction, and transportation, particularly in the Pudong Special Economic Zone. He earned the nickname One Chop Zhu for streamlining bureaucratic approvals and combating corruption. During the 1989 Tiananmen Square protests, he peacefully resolved demonstrations in Shanghai, avoiding the violence seen in Beijing. In 1989, he succeeded Zhang as Shanghai's party secretary, a position he held until 1991. He supported Deng's 1992 Southern tour to promote reforms and led a 1990 delegation to the U.S., meeting figures like Richard Nixon and Henry Kissinger. Vice Premier and central roles. In 1991, Zhu was promoted to Vice Premier under Li Peng, overseeing economic projects. From July 1993 to June 1995, he served as governor of the People's Bank of China, implementing reforms to curb inflation, which had exceeded 20% in 1992. These included monetary tightening, currency devaluation, tax system overhaul, and investments in infrastructure. At the 1992 14th Party Congress, he joined the Politburo Standing Committee. 2 F789D. Tenure as Premier, 1998-2003. Zhu became China's fifth premier on March 17, 1998, succeeding Li Peng and serving until March 16, 2003. His administration emphasized market-oriented reforms, sustainable growth, and anti-corruption. Beef 63 key policies included privatization, which boosted the private sector, bureaucratic downsizing, reducing government and military staff by nearly 1 million, and state-owned enterprise (SOE) restructuring, leading to about 40 million layoffs to eliminate inefficiencies. He centralized fiscal systems, reformed banking by addressing non-performing loans, abolished foreign exchange certificates in 1994, and introduced housing reforms allowing subsidized apartment ownership. Amid the 1997 Asian financial crisis, Zhu maintained capital controls, funded infrastructure, and refused yuan devaluation, stabilizing the economy. His efforts resulted in double-digit GDP growth, a 22.6% FDI increase in 2002, and 18% trade growth in early 2002. A major achievement was negotiating China's WTO entry in 2001, opening markets and attracting foreign investment while committing to international standards. In 1999, he visited the U.S. to bolster ties and support WTO efforts, and in 2000, U.S. Congress ended annual reviews of China's trade status. Controversies and challenges. Zhu's reforms faced resistance from conservatives and local officials, with SOE layoffs causing social unrest and ending the Iron Rice Bowl system. 327 He struggled with unregulated power monopolies linked to Li Peng's family and tensions with farmers over bureaucracy. Cross-strait relations were contentious. In 2000, he warned against Taiwan's Democratic Progressive Party, and a 2003 remark calling China and Taiwan two countries was seen as a gaffe. His mid-1990s reference to triads as patriotic organizations sparked questions about CCP triad ties. Critics argued some reforms were unrealistic, and in his 2003 farewell, Zhu admitted unresolved issues. Retirement and later life. Zhu retired from the Politburo Standing Committee in November 2002 and as premier in March 2003, succeeded by Wen Jiabao. Post-retirement, he largely withdrew from politics but maintained connections to Tsinghua University, attending events when health permitted. He focused on philanthropy, donating about 40 million RMB, around $6.5 million USD, in 2013-2014 from book royalties to support rural education. Zhu enjoyed personal pursuits like reading literature, playing the erhu, a traditional Chinese instrument, and Peking Opera. 8 BBDDB. He published works, including collections of speeches and writings, such as those from his Shanghai tenure. Family. Zhu married Lao and in 1956, a fellow Tsinghua electrical engineering graduate who later became vice chair of the China International Engineering Consulting Corporation. They had two children, a son, Zhu Yunlai, born 1957, who became CEO of China International Capital Corp., and a daughter, Zhu Yanlai, born 1959, an executive at Bank of China. Legacy. Zhu is remembered as a technocratic reformer who modernized China's economy, integrated it globally via WTO accession, and fought corruption with a no-nonsense style. His policies laid foundations for China's economic boom, though at social costs like unemployment. Often called the forgotten hero of China's success, his pragmatic leadership under Deng and Jiang Zemin helped transition China toward a market economy while maintaining CCP control. As of the current date, Zhu remains a respected figure in retirement, turning 97 in October 2025.